For today's demo, we'll be going through creating a map using Avenza Systems' MAPublisher. I will be showcasing several of MAPublisher's key tools and how they can make the map making process a seamless experience. I've pinned the MAPublisher toolbar to the top of Adobe Illustrator. This can be found under View Toolbars. Now we will create this map of Ouray, Colorado in 4 steps, showing how MAPublisher can be used to import spatial data, process data, and streamline the styling experience. Firstly, I'm going to start on a blank document with an artboard, which my map will encompass. There are 2 ways to import data into MAPublisher, either by selecting the single data import or by the multiple data import. I'm going to select the multiple data import right here. To add the data, select the green plus button in the dialog box. You are able to choose the format of your files. My files are all in shapefiles. However, I'm going to select the auto detect format and navigate to the data. After selecting and opening the data, we can see that there is an error with one of the shapefiles. It isn't in the same coordinate system as the rest of the data. The elevation shapefile is in NAD83, while the rest of the files are in WGS84. To fix this, I will delete the shapefile, the elevation shapefile, and re-import it separately, as I want to import all the data using the same projection. I will now add the elevation data separately, maintaining its current format. So I want all of my data to be projected using the NAD83 13 North projection. To do this, I will create a custom map view using the Map View editor. The dialog box that opens is all of the different projected and geodetic coordinate systems. Here you can customize your map view projection using the search bar. I am going to navigate to NAD83 13 North under my recent projections. I will also set the scale of the map to 1 to 10,000. All of these features are able to be edited in the Map Views panel after importing the data. Great, so I have imported all of the data from my map of Ouray, Colorado to the same projection system. However, the town of Ouray is not within the artboard. If we were simply to move the layers, this would break the georeferencing. Instead, I will open the Map View editor by double-clicking the map view. And I'm going to fine-tune the data to the artboard by entering some coordinates. Great, so by fine-tuning the map view, we have centered the town to the artboard. However, there is still excess data. In Illustrator, you could use a clipping mask to clip all the data to the artboard. However, this would break the georeferencing. One of MAPublisher's tools is to use the Map Vector Crop tool, and we'll use this to crop all of the data to the artboard. I've pinned this tool to the Illustrator toolbar on the left, and I will just turn off the elevation layer while doing this so I don't accidentally select an object within the layer. To use the tool, you simply highlight the section you wish to crop. So I'm going to crop the artboard here. I will then turn the elevation layer back on, and we can see that all of our layers have been cropped to our artboard. We have now completed step 1 of creating our map. We have imported our data, projected this using map views, and geoprocessed the data using the map vector crop tool. Now we go up to step 2. In this document, I have tidied up the data a little and created layers for the primary and secondary roads in preparation for styling our map. In this step, we will go through map attributes and creating map themes using style sheets. Map attributes maintains the attribute information of each of the layers, like you would see in any GIS software. In the Map Attributes viewer, you are able to edit, update, and add map attributes to the layers. There are 2 primary views in this panel. You can view all of the objects within a layer or view only the selected features by clicking here. You can also search for a particular object by selecting the Zoom to Feature tool. However, there are even more editing capabilities in the Edit Schema tool. In using this tool, you can add or remove attribute schema using various methods. I want to add a buffer to my secondary roads layer, so I'm going to do this using derive expressions. In the buffer layer, I have defined this expression as any primary roads to have a buffer of 2.5 and any secondary roads to have a buffer of 7. The expression builder helps you create expressions easily and saves your most common expressions. Once I select apply, we can see that an additional column has been added to the attributes viewer, and the sum symbol indicates this column was derived by expressions. Great, so now I will go through the map themes function. This is a collection of thematic cartographic tools which will help streamline the styling process for maps, including creating charts and themes. For this example, I will create a theme using style sheets. I want to apply this theme to my waterways, and in this case, our theme type is going to be a line. Double-click on the map theme to edit it. This is where we can create rules and style our features. So for this example, I want to apply all of the rules to my waterways layer. So I'm going to select apply to all artwork. This gives you the option to create an expression. So for example, if we had different types of waterways and wanted them all to have a unique style. Under visual properties, I will define the color of my waterways. This can be done either by using the color picker, or in my case, I'm just going to use a hex code. After selecting apply, we can see that our waterways are styled using this light blue colour. Map themes can be created and applied across multiple projects. This is helpful for when you're creating multiple maps with similar styles and you need to automate this process. So I have already created my final document. So I'm going to copy our map themes from the final document over to this document. To do that, I'm going to navigate to the Map Themes toolbar and I'm going to select Copy Map Objects from the Map Themes tab. I will then navigate over to the Euro document and select the themes I want to transfer over. In this case, I want to select all of the themes minus the waterways because we've already created that. After copying the map themes across, you need to apply each of these themes to each of the layers. To do this, double-click the map theme and select the layer to apply it to. This gives you flexibility in applying map themes across multiple documents and customizing the destination theme. I'm just going to go ahead here and select apply on all my map theme layers. Perfect. Our map is now starting to come together now that we've specified some styling. The next step will be create labels to our map features. So now we're up to step 3. I have opened the next step. Here I have just edited some of the map styles further and added a background to the map. There are several labeling tools in the MAPublisher toolbar, including our Label Pro add-on, Map Label tool, and Map Text tool. In this step, I'm going to label our secondary roads using the simple Map Label tool. Firstly, I'm going to define the character of the text. To do this, I'm going to open Windows, Characters, Type. I will set the font as Arial and the size as 8 point. Now I will select the features I wish to label. In this case, it's all of our secondary rows, so I'll just highlight all of the objects within the layers and select the Map Label tool. After selecting the tool, you'll be prompted to create a text layer. This means that the label layer will be kept separately to any of the georeference layers and can be moved around for functionality. In this dialog box, I will apply the labels to the secondary roads, define the target as the label's text layer, and I will keep the style as use current settings as we have already defined this in the character toolbar. Under label settings, I want my labels to be positioned to the center of the road with some offset. Also, if I have any labels which are larger than the line of the roads, I can make the text smaller for functionality. You're able to edit these depending on what you'd like, whether you want knockouts or any other features to your labels. Once we select OK, this will apply the label setting to all our features in our secondary roads. No matter what labeling process you use, these labels will not be perfect. However, as we created this as a text layer, you're able to adjust the location of the labels. Additionally, our Label Pro tool, an add-on for MAPublisher, has power when labeling features and may be an option for you if you have a large amount of features to label and there are a large amount of attributes. Regardless, the Label Features tool streamlines the process of labeling by attributes described in a layer and is much faster than manually labeling in Illustrator. We are now up to our final step in our map making process. In step 4, we will add map elements using MAPublisher's layout tools. In this version, I have created labels for all my features and tidied up some formatting. The layout tools in MAPublisher allow you to customize the elements you want to add to your map, including grids, coordinate systems, scales, north arrow, and a legend. In this step, I will go through how to add a legend to your map using the Map Themes legend. In the Map Themes tab, I will select a new legend for my rec and parking layer. In the legend editor, you're able to choose features that will be included within the elements of the legend. After selecting Apply, a legend has been created for our map theme. This is a text layer, so you are able to move it in the same way you move the labels. However, you will need to create a legend for each of the map themes. This allows for customization of the elements within your legend based on the styling. So next, I will create a legend for my roads. Under the legend editor, I am going to change the names that I want on the legend and I'm going to add a border. Great, so we have completed the final step of creating our map of your array. In this final document, I have added a title, legend, and customized a scale using the layout tools. I hope that this demo has helped you see just how easy it is to create a map using MAPublisher and how it combines the functionality of GIS software with the design capabilities of Adobe Illustrator to streamline the map making process.